Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025. I hope you are keeping well, managing to enjoy yourself as much as you possibly can in whatever way you have to enjoy yourself, listening to music, relaxing, heading to the beach, sitting back and enjoying yourself. Playing a game of Sudoku, of course, is one thing you can do. And I'll be doing that along with you, or you'll be doing that along with me, whichever way is the right way around, in just a moment. Before I mention something in the daily fascist news, we have to have daily news on creeping fascism in the US now, of course. Every day something bad happens. Currently, the latest thing I should say is that Trump has signed one of his stupid pieces of paper that now goes back on an agreement that contractors to the government were not allowed to have segregated facilities. Yes, you heard that word right, segregated. And if you're suddenly thinking back to Jim Crow, well, yeah, get in the spirit, because that's going to be the next step, of course. They have removed the references to equal opportunity and segregated facilities for private contractors. But since they are selling off all government agencies and going to hire them out to private companies, that's their master plan, of course, part of 2025, Project 2025. So that's the next step, isn't it? Let's sell off government agencies. Let's get private companies to do the work. But of course, those private companies can decide white people or black people or any other minorities that they want to exclude. They can and will. Because that's the way the US is working, is moving, unless people manage to stop them. The only people with enough power to kind of stop them are judges, and judges are scared in many ways, I think. They don't want to impose contempt court orders on Trump's lawyers who are introducing frivolous bills or illegal bills at some point, or rather very bills with poor legal standing. Which are challenged and immediately found to be, wanting. Of course, they don't want to do that, but I think they're going to have to do that. Of course, Trump has his get-out-of-jail-free card, which is the worst decision ever made by any Supreme Court. So he reckons he'll be okay, but will his minions? That's the question. They ought to be subject to some legal requirements. Shall we get on with our game of Sudoku? And good luck to those people in the US. I know there are many of you who are fighting against it. Good luck to you. 4's blocking across here. 4's blocking across here. We're going to start with digit 4 in this square. And 4's going up to the top. This is, of course, the Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle. That's a regular on this channel if you're new to the channel. It's a Sudoku and chat channel. And the 3 games that I play daily are the Guardian, whatever level, the New York Times hard level, and this is the expert level from the LA Times. I often manage to fit in one extra game, but that's a random one. I don't really know what that's going to be until I just decide there and then. Sevens block across the middle. And give me a 7 there. Let's go around the clock, I think. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 7 up here. That means that 1, 2, and 7 are in those 3 squares there, doesn't it? That's triple 1, 3, 1, 2, 7 in those squares. So this is not 1, 2, or 7. It's going to be 5, 6, 8, 5 there, 6 there, no 8s anywhere. 5, 6, 8 up here. We will be left down here with 3 and 4. And we've got 3 blocking there, so that will be a 3 and that will be a 4. 4 across here, down and down there. So 4s are out of the way. 3 also blocks across this way and this way. That'll give us 3 there. Three blocking down here and 3 across there means that's a 3. And 3 across this way, and up here gives me 3 in that square. We're left with 3s looking like that. Nine blocks down here, so that has to be a 9. 9 blocks across this way and this way, so we get 9 up in block 2, if you like to number your blocks. I don't. Right, I was going through one at a time. I shall resume doing that. I think I only got as far as digit 1, didn't I? Haha, we have 3 blocking here and 3 blocking up here, so that'll be a 3. And 3's across here, and up there, and up there. So 3 and 4 are finished. Let's go back to 1s just in case. Five blocking down here, 5 across there. There's a 5. I'm going to colour in a little bit of the 8s because it just might help me see where things are going. Okay. I don't see anything new. After looking at and staring and staring and staring, I don't see anything. Okay, I'm going to put in the pencil marks to finish this game. So we've got 6 and we've got 8 in these squares here. I know we've got 1 and 7 in those squares. I'll come back to that later though. Let's just go around, I think. What else do we know? Oh yeah, up here we're looking for 6s in those squares, 5s in these squares, and 8s in these squares here. I say 8s in those squares because we've got 8 blocking up and we've got a pair of 8s there. We've also got 7 blocking across here, which puts 7s into those squares there, and 7s over here, and the 2 blocking up here puts 2 into those squares, and we're left with 1 in any of those squares there. We have 6 and we have 2 blocking this square, so we know we've got 6 and 2 in this row somewhere. Can't quite see where they go yet. 2 and 6 go there. We've got 5s blocking across here and here, so I know we're going to get a pair of 5s there. Alright, let's go back to trying one by one. 1, 2, do we know any more on 2s? Not sure really. How about the 3s? That's done. 4 is done. 5. We've got a pair of 5s in those squares and a pair of 5s there. Okay, 6. 6s are down here somewhere. What do we know about 7? Not enough to find a pair, I think. And then 8. Pair of 8s there. Nines there. Pair of 9s in those squares. And I think that's it for pairs, and so the rest of it is just going to be the other candidates. Most of this block is done, this block is done, so let's just start here. We've got 1s anywhere there. 1, 6, 8. There's one more number missing. That's 7. Then 7 blocks across there. We get 7s in those squares. 1, 6, 7, 8. So that's done. And of course, there's nothing there to find. So which way should we go? From the top, why not? 1 blocking up here, that puts 1s into those squares there. 2 blocks up here like this puts 2s into those squares there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, done. So we do have a pair of 1 and 2. So this 5, 8 means that this has got to be 5 or 8 only over here. Do we have any knowledge of 8s or 5s over here? Don't really know. Okay, so let's do it then. 1 blocking up here, so we get 1s in those squares, except we cannot have 1 here because we've got a pair of 1 and 2. So now we know that 1 is in those squares there, so 1 blocking down here, that gives us a pair of 1s here. So in other words, 1s are not here. That means in this row a 1 must go there. That has to be a 7. We'll get rid of the 1 and the 7 from there. We'll be left with the 6 and the 8. 6, 7 up here means that's a 1, meaning that's a 2, and that's the 7. Okay, that was a nice little flurry there. And now we've got the 2 here, we know that's going to be the 1. So that's a 1 up there, and we can get rid of candidate 1s like so. And we're left with an 8 in this square here. And get rid of the 8 there. 8 blocking down here, and up here puts 8 into those squares. And that's nice because it now means the 8 is somewhere here like this. So we've got 2, 6 and 8, so this has to be 5 and 9 only, because that's all that's left. So 9 blocks down here. That means this square will be 9, this square will be 5, and our 9 means that this 9 can be deleted. This has to be a 9 here. 9 across here, 9 down there means that's a 9. This can be deleted. That's a 9 left to go there, and that's all of the 9s done. Only 1 digit to go in this square here now, that's a 6. 6 blocks down here and down here, so that puts 6s into those squares. Again, we can only look for 6s there now. Now we've got 6 blocking that square, and 6s are only here, so this is the only place for a 6 in this column. Let's add that 6 there and take away the 6s there. Okay, coming along quite nicely now, I think. 3 and 4 are our completed digits. Let's go back to finding pairs if we can, or even better, let's find a digit. We've got 1s blocking down here, so here's the 1, there's a 1, and there's a deletion. 1 is finished. 2s, can we get any more on 2? Yes, we can. We've got 2 blocking this square here, and so in this column there's our 2, then 2 blocking back here, there's a 2. That has to be a 6. That's a 6, that's an 8 then. And 8 is what we need for this row, and this can't be an 8, it's got to be a 2. 8 will be in this square here. 8 then blocking up here and up here gives us 8 over here, so this has to be a 5. So 6 there, 8 there. And 2, 7 here, so the last number for this row is what, 5 is it? So back down here for a 5 and then a 6 in that square. 6 blocking up, there's a 6. The missing digit here is 2. 2 also blocks up there, there's a 2, there's a 7. 7 is needed down here. What's left up here? 5 and 8. Got the 5 blocking across there, there's the 5, there's the 8. Back that way, 8 blocks there, there's the 8. There's a 6. So not a difficult puzzle, just took a little bit of working out a little bit there, and the rest of it fell into place quite neatly. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you another time. Bye bye.